What's going on, guys? It's your boy Zeno and I'm back with another video, guys. In today's video we'll be talking about Yangyang, guys, and why I think she's such a good support character, and hopefully you guys will consider building her after watching this video. Now in this video, like, it won't necessarily be a guide or a tutorial or a build or anything like that. This is just my personal perspective and experience that I've had just playing the character over the course of the release and launch of this game. She's a very good character and she's doing things that no other character can do, or she's doing things for a 4-star character that I think is exceptionally valuable. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the video, guys. So Yangyang. So off the rip, we're just gonna point out, like I said, she's a 4-star unit. She's a 4-star unit with the ability to group enemies. If you guys don't know what grouping is, it's basically the ability to pull enemies into a single point where you can focus them with, just raw DPS. Whichever DPS character that you are playing, you pull them in, just kind of vacuum them in, suck them into one spot, and then you can just do as much damage as possible. Yeah, so that's pretty much what grouping does. It allows you to deal substantial amount of damage you're having to chase after mobs. It just kind of pulls them in. And for Yangyang, her best way to do this is with her ultimate. So yeah, you just want to pop her ultimate. It's gonna group them in. Her resonance skill also does the same thing, but her ultimate is gonna be her main source. Now, she's not the only character in the game that can actually do the grouping, right? Because you have characters like Jian, which is a 5-star DPS character. So he doesn't even need a character to do the grouping for him. He doesn't need a support to do that. He can do it himself. So Jian is, pretty much an exception to the rule. So we're not even going to count Jian in this category because he's a DPS unit and Yangyang, she is a support character. And on top of that, Jian is a 5-star character. So not everyone has access to Jian. But if you do, then obviously you probably won't be watching this video. You probably won't be trying to build Yangyang unless you just want to put her on a different team. Now there's another character which is Jian Xin. Jian Xin is excellent at grouping. Her ultimate is amazing and her charge attack is also amazing. She provides heals and she's providing shields. She's a character that I plan on building. I was fortunate on my account to get pretty much every 5-star character that's in the game. The only one that I do not have is Yangyang, which honestly I'm not missing out on that. But anyway, that's besides the point. Jian Xin is a really good grouper, but if you do not have Jian Xin, then the other best option for you is Yangyang. Yangyang is such a good character and she's given to you guys for free the moment you launch the game. Pretty much she's the first 4-star character that you get when you start the game, so she has value just off that. So let's jump into her kit a little bit more. So like I said, her ultimate is what you're going to use to pull enemies in, right? And I feel like that in itself is it's basically at such a scarcity that if Jian Xin and Jian wasn't in the game, I promise you everyone would already be playing this character. So the other thing that makes Yangyang really good, and I mean really good, is her ultra skill, which puts her in a position of, for me, and I'm gonna give her the title of a hyper support character because she's literally a battery. So her ultra skill, which is the Whispering Breeze, it says Yangyang recovers 4 resonance energy per second over the course of 5 seconds for the next character or other characters on a nearby team that activates this ultra skill. To sum it up, the next character, whenever she uses her ultra skill, will get 4 resonance energy over the course of 5 seconds. So that's 20 resonance energy over the course of 5 seconds. They will be stacked up. So what this does is it puts her in a situation where she can provide a other character that relies on their ultimate, a character such as called Charo, which relies on his resonance liberation to do damage. It puts him in a situation where he can kind of spam his ultimate, but not necessarily spam it. She's just basically providing them with that boost. Encore is another character as well that relies on her resonance liberation, as it's what she basically used to get all her damage off. And then it also is what puts her in a situation where she can start parrying, certain bosses. So pairing Encore or even Kalcharo with Yangyang is just huge, guys. It's so huge. And what she's essentially saying is, she's like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to group them up with my ultimate. And then after I group them up, I'm going to swap to you and I'm going to potentially give you your ultimate depending on how far you are already charged to your ultimate. Or I'm going to get you closer to your ultimate. That way you can finish them off while I'm grouping them up, while I'm sucking them in with my vacuum ability. So yeah, Yangyang is just doing the most in that regard. And if you thought that alone was crazy, you could throw on the Moonlit Clouds set on her, which is a 5-piece Moonlit Cloud set, and it's just gonna make her stronger. Because now what's gonna happen is she's providing herself with energy regeneration, right? And then on using her Ultra skill, she's also gonna give the next character some attack percentage. So now she's saying, well, look, I'm gonna get my ultimate as fast as possible, right? And then I'm gonna swap to you. I'm gonna swap to the next character, right? I'm gonna swap to Kalcharo. I'm gonna swap to Encore, right? And I'm gonna give you your ultimate, and I'm also gonna give you some damage as well. I'm gonna buff your damage. I'm gonna give you your ultimate, and I'm gonna group them up for you. So she's doing 3 things off the rip as a 4-star character. Now this is without sequences or constellations, whatever you guys want to call it. But whenever you do get to the point where you have a few constellations or sequences or resonance chain unlocked for this character, that's when she gets even better. As you guys can see, I have my Yangyang at constellation 4 or sequence 4. And if you guys don't have sequence 4 or even sequence 6, I promise you she just only needs sequence 2, as this one is crazy good. Her heavy attack recovers an additional 10 resonance energy for Yangyang, so she's giving herself even more energy. So remember, the Moonlit Cloud set said, well, I'm gonna give this specific character some energy regen, but Yangyang is saying, well, look, if I hit my heavy attack, I'm gonna give myself an extra 10 resonance energy. So she's doubling up on her energy as fast as possible. She's wanting to get to her burst as fast as possible so she can keep sucking the enemies in, so she can keep grouping them up, so she can swap to the next character, have that character come on the battlefield. They'll get their ultimate. She'll give them the energy regeneration buff. She'll give them the grouping, and she'll give them the attack from using the Moonlit Cloud set. So this character is just very good. And then on top of that, well, honestly, if you get, to her constellation 6, I'd say she becomes a budget 5-star character, or budget Verena, because she does pretty much what Verena is doing, just without her ultra skill. So all Yangyang needs to do is to use her heavy attack, or charge heavy attack, which is in the air, which they call the feather release. And what it does is, after she casts this mid-air attack, right, the attack of all team members will be increased by 20% for 20 seconds. So she's buffing, she's just doing a lot, guys. And if you get her to, and I'm hoping I can get her to sequence 6, because if I do get her to sequence 6, then she will probably be in a designated team for myself, because she's just that strong. But yeah, that's Yangyang in a nutshell, man. If you have the character, I strongly suggest building her and trying her out for a bit. I plan on building my Jian Shin as well, just not right now. I'm more focused on Yangyang because I really see a lot of potential in this character. And personally, I just feel like she's cool, even though a certain content creator kind of ruined her image for everyone. I promise you, she's still good, she's still viable, and you guys should definitely try her out. Now, just to end the video off, I guess I'll just show you real quick, just to end the video off. Like I said, the best team comps for her is characters that rely on their resonance liberation. So Encore, you have Encore, and you also have Kalcharo, Kakura, whatever you guys want to call it. You have these 2 characters that basically rely on that. Now, that doesn't mean you can't pair her with other teams that require, some grouping, but I'm just saying these two characters benefit from it the most. It puts you in a situation, like I said, where you don't have to focus building energy regeneration on substats, right? See, Baiji, she has 199. I'm trying to get her to, about 210 energy regeneration. But if she was a DPS character, I wouldn't need to put energy regeneration on her. I just stack everything into crit rate, crit damage, attack, or whatever this character skills are specifically. But yeah, with that being said, guys, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you found this information good or valuable to you in any way. If you have Yangyang, if you do like Yangyang, please leave a like on the video, man. If you build her up, let me know down in the comments. I love to hear you guys' feedback on what you think about the character. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one, man. Peace.